on this one. Tell me about the different frameworks of incorporating a little bit of play into our classroom versus designing an entire experiential learning program. What are the differences, and where would you recommend maybe people start?
I think it really depends on the person, kind of where they're at now, what the context is, what they're trying to do. We have some people who we talk to that are not very playful and they don't do play in their teaching. And so they're going to want to start small, maybe with like icebreakers, because icebreakers have a really big part of the learning process when you involve play, because it creates connection and belonging and reduces fear and anxiety. So it's really important. People skip over icebreakers because they think it's dumb or childish, but that might be something, if people are like, "Ooh, I don't know about play," start with those at a meeting or, in your groups. So I think maybe depending on comfort level a little bit. We have other faculty who design their entire course on Jurassic Park or, some other movie, and it's really in depth and complex. So I think it depends on the stage of where people are at. But I don't know, David, what you have to add to that.
I think what we're talking about here is probably taste, and it's just, let's call it all office environment or culture. I mean, if you work in a really straight-laced environment where everyone is dressed business formal and, sir and ma'am, and I mean, there's still places, pockets of that. That may not be the right place to bust out a comedy sketch. What I would tell you though is, especially looking at the younger workforce, people are really less interested in these kind of old formal structures, and they really do want more human connection. They do want more banter. They do want more play. Now, play may not look like bringing out jacks at your next, business closing, but it also doesn't necessarily mean the same thing, which is like we should not ever get out of that formal structure. And the reason we can't give you a straight answer is because it really comes down to taste. Because just look at play, right? Some people love roller coasters. Some people, that's torture. Some people like, sitting on the beach and drinking a margarita. That's vacation. Other people are like, I'd stab my eyes out. I want to be out on my mountain bike going 100 miles an hour down a alpine slope. And we don't have any issue with that in real life, right? We say, yeah, people play differently. And so there's a sensitivity to how you introduce play, and kind of like not surprising people, probably, trying to develop a rapport with them, inviting them in. Again, our whole idea of play being centrally socially situated, play with, you can't just walk up to a stranger on the street and say, hey, let's play football. They're going to be like, you're a madman, right? But you can invite someone at work to say, hey, we're playing a game of flag football this weekend, come on over, and you probably would get a better reaction. So I think that you're going to have to navigate the taste that people have and kind of bringing them into the playful taste of whatever it is you want to do. How's that for an abstract sidestepping?